Welcome back, everyone. A truly amazing segment today with our friend Skylar Gallop, the host of the Hey Amarillo podcast, and we have a new episode that is out fresh, and you are introducing us this week to Suzanne Bell-Snyder. Tell us a little bit about her story.
Yeah, sure. So this week, we're extending Hey Amarillo to Hey Amarillo and the Panhandle.
Yeah.
Because Suzanne joins us from Spearman, but is an excellent interview. So Suzanne is a small town Panhandle girl in the best of ways. Her dad's a farmer, and she talks a little bit about, still driving the tractors and doing that. But what Suzanne has kind of staked her current work in is uplifting rural Texans' voices to the state level.
Okay.
And she's finding a lot of success in it.
You had a conversation with her about wanting to get back to just the kitchen table issues when we're talking politics.
Yep, she's looking. So Suzanne worked in Austin for a senator for a while, wanted to come home because she missed the high plains, as many of us do, and bought a rural newspaper in Spearman, has subsequently bought another, has a bit of a political brain and certainly has developed that, and just wanted to see our representation grow on the state level. You know, we talk a lot about how we may be few in people but are mighty in resource. And so she does a lot to bring awareness to the importance of preserving the Panhandle, of supporting legislation that supports water and ranching and farming and all of those things that really not only are the backbones of our economies, but contribute greatly to Texas and beyond.
So tell me how you came across Suzanne, and I know it's hard to. One of the hardest things about the job is just lining up those interviews and getting those. How did that land on your desk?
Suzanne is a big public education advocate, and that's my day job has to do with that. And so we've crossed paths. And then really recently, I've just been seeing her work elevated. Now not only working in the Panhandle, rural Texas of the Panhandle, but she's getting her work syndicated. So she's like very strategically sewing together different pockets in East Texas and West Texas and South Texas.
Really?
All to kind of bring it together, noting that, our issues may be different, but rural representation, especially when you start bringing those pockets together, you really can put together a pretty strong voice.
What was it that brought her back? What was the call? Because we've all had that calling. What was it that really moved her to say, "Get me back to the Panhandle"?
I think this place. I believe she's a sixth-generation Texan, Panhandle Texan, like Panhandle Texan. Her dad still farms. She still works the farm, and I think that she saw the need. For doing this kind of work, that if nobody else was going to save local journalism, to uplift rural voices, maybe if nobody else was doing it, she could jump in and put her skills to work in the place that she loves and very deeply calls home.
Wonderful. Okay, well, we need to remind you that each week there is a new episode, and all you have to do is go over there and download it, whether it's, I don't know, people use Spotify, you can do all the things.
Yep, all the things. We're on Facebook, Instagram, we're everywhere that Amarilloans are.
I'm curious, do you get a lot of messages about people saying, "Hey, Skylar, I have somebody you should talk to"? Do you get those?
I do, and I really appreciate them. You know, we all know the people that we know, right? But I want to make sure that we're listening and uplifting the stories of all of our neighbors, and so I welcome them, in fact. Everybody knows interesting people, and we are interesting people ourselves. So, keep them coming. I really appreciate it.
All right, well, we appreciate you, Skylar. We do have more Studio 4 coming up after this.